This is Damon Brown, U.S. editor of Pocket Gamer. How are you? This is actually my first video, and as you can tell by my striking American accent, I'm based over in California. And one of the benefits of being over here in America is sometimes we get the devices a little bit early. So I am actually enjoying, or starting to enjoy, the Kindle Fire. Actually came out about a week ago, which was last Tuesday. I just got it in the mail because there was a little bit of a backup delay for it, and so I'm doing a little bit of unboxing for you guys. So let's explore what we got here. We have this nifty Amazon box. You rip off the tag, and then you have, voila, this little thing here. It weighs a few pounds. Feels a little bit heavier than the iPad, which is kind of strange since it's a 7-inch tablet. So it's comparable to, say, the smaller Playbook, or to a Galaxy Tab, if you guys are familiar with that from Samsung. As you can tell, dimensions are a little bit thick, and it uses a custom version of Android 2.3, which came out a little while ago. But it kind of puts it in a different category than, say, any of the other tablets or Playbooks, whatever, that I've mentioned, and that it actually uses something original. It's a little bit different than the average Android device. Now the power is right at the bottom. You guys can probably barely see that, as well as the plug. It's pretty low key as far as what's included in the box. What you have here is obviously the device, and then the plug itself. It actually does not plug into a computer. So this is not a USB. It's actually a mini USB, but you can't detach the plug itself to plug it directly into your PC or Mac. They're really pushing the cloud service, and with this, you can actually go ahead and get free stuff using Amazon Prime. And if you do a search online on Amazon, you can go ahead and find out more about that. We'll talk about that in a second. Anyway, the main emphasis for the Kindle Fire is, of course, the cloud stuff. And Amazon's been really pushing cloud stuff. They've had their Amazon App Store running for several months now. I want to say since May or June, maybe earlier. And they had Angry Birds for free and all these other things, which hopefully we'll have some features shortly about some of the best games you can get on there. Anyway, this gives you an idea of the device. It's 7 inches, and you can go ahead and tap the power button right here, and it'll turn on for you. Like I said, I just got this, so go ahead and slide it over, and then you have the setup menu. So it's looking for my Wi-Fi and so forth, and it's a pretty straightforward setup. Really, really easy to get into. If you use any of the other tablets, it's pretty straightforward. It's not as easy as, say, the iPad. It's actually a little bit more complicated, closer to some of the other Android tablets. As far as getting to know the device, you can actually go ahead and pull on this little thing right here, and they have a little small information thing. They're definitely taking the app away. R.I.P. to Steve Jobs, but definitely taking the app away as far as not having any major instructions in here. The main thing that they're doing is there's a little bit of information within the, as soon as you start this up, and then they go ahead and they actually have a small book installed on there that'll go over some of the basic stuff. I'm actually working on a book myself about the Kindle Fire, and I'll let you guys know when that comes out. Now, I think the most interesting thing to do is do a comparison where we have the Kindle Fire here, and then we have the Nook tablet, which, if you're not familiar, this one just came out literally like a week and a half ago, so right before the Kindle Fire. Now, the Kindle Fire, price-wise, you're looking at $200 for this, 200 American dollars. The Nook is actually $250. I literally just got the Nook today. Maybe I'll do a video about that later. I haven't had a chance to play around with it yet, but I actually have a book on the Nook coming out a little bit later, so I've had a chance to explore the other Nook devices, and they're definitely interesting, and I think it'll be some good competition next year. To expand the comparison, this is the iPad. So it looks gigantic compared to these two guys over here. But that gives you a good idea as far as with what you get with the Kindle Fire. It's available right now, as I said, for $200. It's not available overseas yet. Overseas meaning the UK and Europe and so forth. I'm not sure what the release dates are for that. I'll definitely let you guys know when I find out. And then as of today, which is a good thing about us waiting a few days to do this video, as of today, rumor has it that there's actually a larger version of the Kindle Fire that looks closer to the iPad that will be out early next year. So if you guys want to save your bucks, then you're more than welcome to do that. Though I'm sure it'll be cost closer to the iPad. I look forward to playing around with it. I'll definitely be doing features and doing articles about the Kindle Fire, and I'm letting you guys know my thoughts on it. It's Damon Brown, U.S. editor of Pocket Gamer, and thanks for joining my first video.